Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Reema and I'm here with another guidance session. This is going to be a coffee cup reading for the rest of 2024 for the sign of Taurus. If you have Sun, Moon or Rising in Taurus, this could be the video that you might want to watch to see what the rest of the year is bringing to you and what you need to expect. I want to thank you all for supporting my channel. If you're a member or a subscriber, you might notice that we have sometimes live sessions almost every week that you can join and you can ask questions and receive answers live. If you're interested in a private reading, you can find my contact in the About tab. With that, let's start the reading. Let's see what is coming for Taurus until the end of the year. What do we need to know? What do we need to expect? Well, I see something that brings something in your okay, I said news, a transaction, a activity, something that brings you an opportunity to have to own something comes into your possession. You'll make it yours. It can be an offer, it can be a situation, it can be a person. It is going to be a guarantee. It's going to be secured. I see that something, you'll secure it, you will lock it, you'll be very happy. For some of you, you might pay a higher price. It can be definitely keys to something. If you are looking into buying a property, you might put a bigger offer. I see with some extra cash in some form and shape that you might be providing, you will get the winning card. So there might need to be some kind of arrangement behind the scene that will give you that possession, or that something is going to be secured for you. Maybe you have to I don't know, have a lease, like renew your lease, but you might need to pay a little bit more money, something in those lines. And for some of you, I see you're a little bit tired, or you are just thinking, you're taking a pause, Taurus, or you are just saying that you're thinking, you're rethinking your routine life, your schedule, you're thinking about new ways. There's something that you're not very happy about in your life, and you're thinking about maybe a shortcut, a different way to do it. You're taking a moment to absorb, to think, to understand, and then maybe move again. That's a great thing actually to do. Pause, think about it, and collect your thoughts. Maybe ask for feedback. Maybe some of you have received feedback that now is making you like pause and say, hey, wait a minute. For some of you, it might have been a feedback that you didn't quite like. I see someone with a baseball cap. They might have asked you something. If you're in a relationship, it can be your boyfriend or your partner, or maybe your son, your brother. They might have been saying something. For some of you, I definitely see the baseball cap. For some of you, maybe you're wearing very different hats, and you're just realizing that people are not appreciating it. So you're taking a moment to revise. If you have a problem with your leg, your calves, make sure you go to the doctor, because I see that it might bring a problem. Specifically, if you have back pain, or somehow your back leg, your shoes, you need to check that out. If you are standing too much, make sure you are changing that routine for yourself. Make sure you're taking care of again your body, specifically your legs, your lower body. That's what I see. There is a signature, but you know, it's the signature for for separation, for taking shared responsibility, for things to be balanced. It doesn't necessarily mean a separation like what you might imagine. It can be like that. Like the benefits from an investment goes into two different accounts, a shared account, or you sign so that two people have access to that, something in those lines. It doesn't necessarily mean a separation that way, but it's actually it's a quiet it's an agreement that needs to happen, and it will happen without any arguments. It's good for both parties, and both parties are happy. You know, I see a little bit of disappointment for you, and some things that need to be revisited, specifically during the Mercury retrograde. Make sure you revisit things. Make sure you think through what you have been doing. What is the challenges, the most important challenge that you have been facing? You absolutely, Taurus, need to revisit and change some things. I see the eyes of the tip of the eyes. For some of you, there's just the tip of the eyes that is shown, or it's like it comes to your vision. So there's a lot more, specifically about other people. If you are if you're thinking that for some people they are so happy, like how come they're doing everything right or something like that. You're just seeing the tip of the ice. There's a lot of issues, there are a lot of problems for them as well, which is hidden. So don't just try to justify or make a conclusion about other people, like considering other people's lives. There is some kind of alignment, there is some kind of beautiful, I can say a nice path will open for you, specifically if you live in Far East. I see a very nice success for someone who's living or someone who's traveling or working with in China, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, Indonesia, Singapore, all those regions. I see that it's a great, maybe a woman gets into power. A country that has I don't know, tigers. I see a big tiger. I see power. It will be a woman who's born in the year of tiger. If you're born in the year of tiger, I see huge success for you as well. Some brilliant person, some brilliant idea, some innovation is coming. There is a retain for some of you. You might get a quick shortcut and go back. How can I say, like maybe if you're, like for example, it's just an example, if you miss an exit, you take the next exit and you route back. So if you have gone somewhere that you don't think you belong there, not in physical life, I'm just meaning in energetically, if you feel like you ended up somewhere in your life that you don't belong, you can take a next exit and go back. And a new door and a new opportunity, specifically big opportunities, are going to be shown to you. New doors are going to be open for you. There are new people waiting for you. The opportunities are even waiting. I see that they're waiting. They are created. They are existing. It's not that I would say they will be later created. They're already there. And this is a very nice restart, a new reset for you. Again, be careful about I don't know, about animals. Yeah, there's something that I see some animals that are not in nice situation. I don't know how. Maybe you go to a zoo and you see some animals that they're not being treated best way possible, or somehow you might see a sick animal. Something needs your attention, but it doesn't relate to yourself. It's about others. It's about a less important thing, a less important subject than your daily life, but you need to make a contribution. Definitely I see motherhood. I see the mother and the child. For some of you, if you're trying to get pregnant, if you want children, I see it's going to be easier than you thought. You can have kids, you can have the pregnancy if you are if you're thinking about that. That's definitely something. Just act upon. If you're thinking about adoption, I also see that is possible. It's going to be an easier path. If you already tried and you had no answer, you got a no answer for pregnancy, IVF, or adoption, I see that the doors are going to be closed for you this time. Very nice energy. I see proud parents. If your parents have passed away, I see that they're somehow very happy about something that you have been doing or you are doing. I also see that a new parent or parents to become, they will be very happy as well. There's excitement. If you're thinking about, I don't know why the energy of children are so expressed here for Taurus. If you're debating if you want to be a parent, the energies are there. You can. And I see, for some, I see twins, or I see at least two children with not a big difference in age, and it's going to be happening absolutely. I don't know, Taurus, if you're keeping something in a jar, I don't know if what is, like, something is being kept in a glass jar, and I don't see a very good energy. I don't know, maybe people in the very old times kept snakes in a jar or something like that. I just see that. Just be careful. That brings some energy of coldness, sickness, a negative. If you have something like that, you need to release that energy. I don't know why I see someone working in a chemistry lab. Maybe some of you are getting interested in occult sciences. Be careful. There are things that are really existing. There are things that they have power. Even words have power, or wishes, and some practices that people do, some rituals that they do have meaning. Even things that people write down or do like they find in social media and they do it, some of them really have heavy impacts in your life. So if someone showed you, or somehow you put something in a jar, I don't see a positive energy with that. You need to end that. You need to cross that. You need to get that over. I don't know, somehow it's not working. Um it's just keeping some energies that are not very positive around you. So that's for that. I see some artists, might be a Taurus who is an artist. Your child might be an artist. Very interesting. I see a bird. It's just an energy. It's not like in reality. Not in reality. A bird is talking with a child. There might be a very creative child. You might have a very creative child who they might have a imaginary friend or something in those lines. Don't worry. There's nothing unusual with that, at least from what I see. But if you see anything that you think it needs attention of a medical professional, for sure do that. But I just see that some child has a very active mind and they're telling stories that might not be true. So listen to them and try to put pieces together. But this child is very creative. They might say things that are not true, or it's just a building in their mind. There are some blocks. There are some things you need to unlock. You will do that. Don't worry. And you can do it with a partner, with someone. If you're single or if you're in a relationship but it's a bumpy road, I see that you will make it, and you both will be happy. You'll be together. You will make it. It might be, as I said, a bumpy road, but luck is on your side, and luck is not always guaranteeing an easy path, but it is going to help you get where you want to go and pass all the obstacles. Let's see, what else do we need to know for Taurus? What is the message? Yeah, there is some departure, something that you need to leave behind. You need to leave behind something that was not working. The energies are negative. Something was in a jar that you're keeping it. That's the vision I have, very, very quickly, just to complete that. And that could even have impact on you being pregnant or getting pregnant. There's some energies for those that they cannot conceive, maybe, or they cannot even, not necessarily for a baby. There is a negative energy that is being kept in a jar somehow. I don't know, or maybe there's something secret in your, or some feelings in your chest that you're keeping it so tight. You have to release it in order to get abundance. Thank you, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time, stay blessed.